On 3rd and 12 from the 18-yard line. Raton in the shotgun. Quick snap, quick delivery over the middle. Matthew Qtr, touchdown. Yep. I think you saw that coming, Abe. Over the middle, as a matter of fact.
I knew what play I'd call. With the defense sucking up as far as they were worried about number 4, you knew that some quick hitter right over the top was just going to be wide open.
And Matthew made a good grab on that. He's a pretty solid athlete, and 6'3", he can get up too. So with 6:07. Here in the first period, it's going to be Cole Hopper, the junior kicker, coming in. Left-footed kicker, and up and easy conversion. Right down the pipe. 1st and 10 from the 23. Raton continues their march. Back to pass is Dylan. Dylan finds a man open. Matthew's going to go into the end zone. Well, he was touched, but no chance of bringing him down. 23-yard strike, Dylan to Matthew.
We've seen a lot of touchdowns over the last few years, that same exact play. It's just the tight end drag. He's lined up on the back side of the play, fakes like he's going to block, and then just runs a drag, kind of a little up route, and usually is wide open. There's somebody that should be responsible for him, but he gets lost when he looks like he's going to block and just runs straight to the sideline.
So it comes with 7:42 left here in the first half, and Cole Hopper on to make an attempt to put the 14th point on the board, and we have another yellow flag for a procedure call against the Raton Tigers.
We jumped.
So we'll move it back 5 more yards, and it'll end up being a 25-yard attempt. Snap is a little low. Dylan handles it. Beautiful end-over-end kick, and it is good. And it's going to be at the 46-yard line with 2:33 and counting here. Raton leading 14-0. Give it to Caden Walton. He breaks through into the secondary, has one man to beat, goes around down the far sideline, eludes one down inside the 10, and they're going to take it all the way into the end zone. Not to be denied. Oh, man, what a run. A highlight reel indeed for Caden Walton.
We talk about what happens when you put time in the squat rack, and I tell you what, Caden Walton is one of those kids that shows how that pays dividends.
Wow. That's all I can say is wow. And again, we weren't sure whether or not Caden was going to go tonight. He'd been hobbled all week with a sore ankle and really didn't practice any at all.
No, he didn't practice one snap the entire week. They tried to put pressure on his leg that last day. They let him jog and kind of put pressure on it, but it was a question on how many actual touches he was going to get tonight.
So that would be a 54-yard run for Caden Walton. Extra point, down, up, and right through. Out of the hold of Dylan Qtr. Cole Hopper makes it 21-0. Walton is behind Dylan. Now here comes Matthew shifting back. Give it to Caden Walton. Big hole. Jukes one, and he'll go right into the end zone with a 20-yard touchdown run. Well, that's a way to come back into the game.
Well, it was a cramp.
He gave the defender a cramp there. And wide open, big hole by the Raton offensive line.
That was a great piece of slashing, kind of running that he was doing, just cut. He's a cutter and a slasher. I mean, it looked like he was going to have a big impact, and then he made just a full speed, just little sidestep of a would-be tackler.
And a 20-yard run makes it 27-0 with 6:37 to go here in the third period. Cole Hopper under the hold of Dylan Qtr. Boy, he shoots that through again. 4 for 4 on extra points. And that was after the fumble, a 4-play drive, 38 yards, 20 yards of it in a touchdown run for Caden Walton. Raton leads 28-0. And a 4-touchdown lead for Raton. Rolling to his left, looking back over the middle as a man open and into the jaws of the defense for a touchdown. That goes to Cannon Walton. Is that number 2, Cannon Walton?
Boy, they had that secondary. They just weren't sure where they were.
Cannon Walton, freshman.
The ball went up in the air, and it looked like the safety and everybody deep just kind of lost track of where they were. They were just kind of watching the ball fly up in the sky.
Well, that's a 30-yard touchdown pass. Third of the evening for Dylan Qtr. And so trying to tack on the 35th point, Cole Hopper, straight and true. And so 35-0, that's a continuous clock, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Ball at about the 15-yard line. Corion comes to this side, going to be that halfback option pass. Man is open, and they're going to be in for a touchdown. Last second. Throwing it up over the top. Well, halfback option.
They threw it at him a lot tonight, but yeah, that halfback pass.
And that was to Andres Lujan. So they avoid the shutout. Under a minute to go. And also back to a regular clock, not a continuous clock.
Getting some of the younger guys in there. I see Chase Middlebrook on defense out there.
So the first extra point attempt tonight. And it's going to be Isaiah Rodriguez, who is the kicker out of the hold by Corion, Mr. Everything, Corion. And it is up, and it is good. 58 seconds to go in the game. Jal gets on the scoreboard. Still trails 35-7 with